Michaela Vernava in the Nesson studios, joined today by Khatchaturian. And after week 3, some NFL teams are waking up finding themselves at 0-3. Not the way you want to start a season. Only 5 teams in NFL history have gone on to dig themselves out of an 0-3 hole and make it to the playoffs. But since anything can happen, Andre and I are discussing today who we think might be able to make a comeback. Andre, putting my money on the Chicago Bears. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you better be kidding. The Bears and even the New Orleans Saints, I think they're just done already, 0-3. And I'm even looking at the Detroit Lions. I know Jim Caldwell came out and said teams aren't eliminated after starting 0-3. But Jim, have you looked at your schedule? The Lions are playing at Seattle in week 4, and then they're playing Arizona week 5. They can easily start 0-5, and no team has ever made the playoffs after a record like that.
Yeah, my real answer is I'm putting my money on the Baltimore Ravens, mostly because of their coaching staff. They're experienced. They have a quarterback who's a Super Bowl winning quarterback in Joe Flacco, and then they have Steve Smith catching balls from him. And then also when you look at the scores of their 3 losses, they haven't lost by much, so I think that they can turn this thing around.
And look at the Ravens' schedule over the next 3 weeks. They play a Ben Roethlisberger-less Steelers team. They play the Cleveland Browns at home, and then the 49ers on the road against the horrible 49ers team. So I like their chances. Week 7, they can easily be 3-3 and be right back in the thick of things.
And then on the flip side, there are a handful of teams who have started at 3-0, but could be a fluke. I think one of those teams is the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't really see them going far, honestly, because I don't trust quarterback Andy Dalton. I know he's a good regular season quarterback, but once it comes playoff time, I just don't trust him.
Yeah, with a 3-0 record like that, the teams that start 3-0 are they make the playoffs nearly 75% of the time. The team I think will fall out of it are the Atlanta Falcons. In the first half of their game against the Dallas Cowboys in week 3, they made Brandon Whedon look like an elite quarterback. I mean, their defense is really shaky. I know they have some weapons in Julio Jones and Matt Ryan, but this is one of those teams I feel like down the stretch they're going to fall apart and eventually miss out on the playoffs.
All right, well, only time will tell, but for all your football news, keep it on Nesson.com.